Diary of Wimpy Kid, Roderick Rules. Saturday. Dad has been taking me to the mall every Saturday for the past few weeks. At first I thought it was because he wanted to spend more time with me, but then I realized he's just making sure he's out of the house for Roderick's band practicals, which I can totally understand. Roderick and his heavy metal band practice in the basement on weekends. The lead singer of the band of this guy named Bill Walter, and me and Dad bumped into Bill on the way out of the door today. Morning, Mr. Hadley. Bill doesn't have a job and he still lives with his parents even though he's 35 years old. I'm pretty sure Dad's worst fear is that Roderick is going to see Bill as some kind of role model, and that Roderick will want to follow in Bill's footsteps. So whenever Dad sees Bill, it just puts him in a bad mood for the rest of the day. The reason Roderick invited Bill to be in his band was because Bill got voted most likely to be a rock star when he was in high school. Most likely to be a rock star. Bill Walter, Anna Wentham. That hasn't really worked out for Bill yet, and I think I heard Anne Wentham is in prison. Anyway, me and Dad went to the mall for a few hours today, but when we got back, Roderick's band practice wasn't over yet. You could hear the guitars and drum for a block away, and there were a bunch of random teenagers hanging out in our driveway. I guess they must have heard the music coming out of the basement and got drawn to it, sort of like how moths get drawn to a light. When Dad saw all those teenagers in the driveway, he totally freaked out. Dad ran inside to call his cops, but Mom stopped him before he could dial 911. Mom said all teenagers weren't doing any harm, and that they were just appreciating Roderick's music. But I don't even know how she could say that with a straight face. And if you ever heard Roderick's band, you will know what I mean. Dad couldn't relax with all those teenagers out in our driveway. So Dad went upstairs and got boombox. Then he put in a classic music CD and let it play. And you should not believe how quickly the driveway cleared out after that. Dad was pretty proud of himself for thinking of that one, but Mom accused him of getting rid of Roderick's pants on purpose. What? I can enjoy my music too. Today, on the car ride to church, I was making face and Manny, trying to get him to laugh. I made this one face that made Manny laugh so hard that apple juice came out of his nose. Wah! But then Mom said you could have killed him. Well, once Mom put that thought in Manny's head, it was all over. See, this is the reason I keep my distance from Manny. Every time I try to have a little fun with him, I end up regretting it. I remember when I was younger and Mom and Dad told me I was getting a little brother. I was really excited. After all those years of getting pushed around by Roderick, I was definitely ready to move up to a notch on the totem pole. Yeah, kid. But Mom and Dad have always been super protective of Manny, and they won't let me lay a finger on him, even if he totally deserved it. Like the other day, I plugged in my video game system, and it wouldn't start. I opened it up and put out that Mandy had stopped a chocolate chip cookie in disk drive. And of course, Mandy used the same excuse he always uses when he breaks my stuff. I'm omniscient. I really want to let Manny have it, but I couldn't do anything with Mom standing right there. Mom said she would have a talk with Manny, and they went downstairs. Half an hour later, they came back up to my room, and Manny was holding something in his hand. I'm sorry, buddy. It was a ball of tinfoil with a bunch of toothpicks sticking out of it. Don't ask me how that was supposed to make up for my broken video game system. I went through the stupid thing away, but Mom wouldn't even let me do that. Your brother made that for you. The first chance I get, that thing going in the trash, because mark my word, if I don't get rid of it, I'm gonna end up sitting on it. Even though Manny drives me totally nuts, there is one reason I like having him around. Ever since Manny started talking, Roderick has stopped making to me sell chocolate bar for his school fundraisers. And believe me, I'm grateful for that. Before, hello sir, would you like to help support? No, interested. Now, would you like some chocolate? How precious. Monday, Madame reprimanded us write our first pen pal letter today. I got assigned to this kid named Matado Montefiore, and I guess he lives someplace in France. I know I'm supposed to read in French, and Mero is supposed to write in English, but to be honest with you, writing in a foreign language is pretty hard. So I really don't see the need for both of us to stress out over this whole pen pal thing. Dear Mamadov, first of all, I think you should both just write in English to keep things simple. By the way, remember how I said I was gonna end up sitting on Mandy's spike tinfoil ball thing? Well, I was half right. Rolly came over today to play video game, and he ended up sitting on it. I'm actually kind of relieved. To be honest with you, I lost track of that thing a couple of days ago, and I'm just glad it finally turned up. And in all the commotion I threw Mandy's gift in the garbage, but something tell me Mom wouldn't have stopped me this time. Wednesday. Roderick has an English paper due tomorrow, and Mom's actually make him do it himself for once. Roderick doesn't know how to type, so he usually writes his paper out on notebook paper and then hands them up to Dad. But when Dad reads over Roderick's work, he finds all sorts of factual errors. Well, for starters, Abraham Lincoln didn't write to kill a mockingbird. Roderick doesn't really care about the mistake, so he tells Dad he just go ahead and type the paper like it is. But Dad can't stand typing a paper with errors in it, so he just rewrites Roderick's paper from scratch. And then a couple days later, Roderick brings his graded paper home and act like he did it himself. This has been going on for a few years, and I guess Mom decided she's going to put an end to it. So tonight she told Dad Roderick was going to have to do his own work this time around, and that Dad wasn't allowed to help out. Roderick went in the computer room after dinner, and you could hear him typing about 1 letter a minute. I could tell the sound of Roderick typing was driving Dad totally bananas. On top of that, Roderick would come out of the computer room every 10 minutes and ask Dad some dumb question. Here's the spacebar again. After a couple of hours, Dad finally cracked. Dad waited for Mom to go to bed, and when He typed Roderick's whole paper for him, so he guessed this means Roderick's system is safe, at least for now. Type. I have a book report due tomorrow, but I'm really not sweating it. I found the secret of doing book report a long time ago. I've been milking the same book for the past 5 years. Sheriff Sammy does it again. There are about 20 short stories in Sheriff Sammy does it again, but I just treat which stories like it's a whole book, and the teacher never noticed. These Sherlock Sammy stories are all the same. Some grown-up commits a crime, and then Sherlock Sammy figure it out and make the person look stupid. Your first mistake, Mr. Badgley, was when you forgot to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. Gee, I'm kind of an expert to write books.